All right, now throughout this chapter, we've been talking about resizing your images using Photoshop's image size command, and we've been talking about cropping. Now, one final command that I have to show you before this chapter is out is something called the canvas size. Now, this area that the image occupies, the image window, that is referred to as the canvas. So, if I go into the image size dialog box for a second, as you know already, what I'm doing is I'm actually changing the size of the image itself. What if I don't want to change the size of my image here? What if I want to just give myself more space to work inside? Well, that's where the canvas size comes in. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up to my image menu, and just underneath image size, you will find canvas size. Now, sometimes people confuse these two commands. So let me show you how this is going to work. I'm going to go canvas size here. The keyboard shortcut is Command Option C or Control Alt C on the Windows side. Now, inside this canvas size dialog box, I have the current size set at the top here, just over 7 inches by just a little bit more than 5.5 inches. All right, so what I can do in here, inside the bottom half, is I can set a new size. Now, this little square here represents my anchor point. So what I could do, let's say, for example, I decide I no longer want a 7-inch wide image. I want a 10-inch wide image. And I don't want them to be 5.5 inches anymore. I want them to be 8 inches. Now, what I can do is imagine inside this little anchor, this little square here, is my barn. So where do I want that extra space to be created? Well, by default, it's going to be created on all 4 sides, distributed equally on all 4 sides. So let me just show you what result I would get. I'm going to click on OK. And there we go. I get extra space all the way around my photograph, all the way around my barn. All right, let me undo that. I'm going to hit Command Z here, or Control Z on the Windows side. And I'm going to go back into the canvas size dialog box. Remember, it's Command Option C or Control Alt C on the Windows side. I'll use my same settings. That was 10 by 8. But this time, I'll change my anchor point. This time, I'll go from the top right corner. I'll click on OK. Notice that all the extra space, it still gets added, but it gets added to the bottom and to the left side of my image. So inside this canvas size dialog box, again, image canvas size if you like, that's the deal with your anchor point. So I hope that makes sense. Now, let me go back to my image size dialog box just to show you here. Once I change my canvas size, that means I've actually changed my print size as well. Okay? So I've actually changed the entire image's size overall. Now, something else I can do, the last thing that I'll show you in this chapter, is I could use my canvas size to actually crop an image. So I could do something like this. I'll reduce this down to 5 by 4. There's my anchor point, which I set in the top right corner. I'll click on OK. Now, Photoshop's going to give me a bit of a problem here. The new canvas size is smaller. Some clipping will occur. I'm going to say proceed. In other words, some cropping is going to occur. Anyway, there we go. So I just cropped down my overall image size using my canvas size dialog box. All right, there's the goods on resizing images, working with your interpolation methods. You may want to spend a little bit of time with that. And of course, cropping your images and working with canvas size. All right, I'll catch up with you in the next chapter.